Consider the following statements regarding the Harappan technology and crafts. The correct option is option B, 2 and 3. Harappan practiced boat making. Harappans were aware of potter's wheel. Harappan used only iron to make. It is false. Madanna and Akhanna, the two brothers and prominent statesmen during the 17th century, rose to prominence under the Golconda Sultanate. In the context of ancient India, which of the following books talk about India? The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3. The Periplus of Erythraean Sea, Ptolemy's Geography, Pliny's Naturalis Historia. Consider the following statements regarding the Dhrupad genre of Hindustani classical music. The correct option is option C, both 1 and 2. Man Singh Tomar, the Maharaj of Gwalior, mainly responsible for the popularity of Dhrupad. Tansen, who was in Akbar's court, is a significant Dhrupad singer. With reference to the Vaisheshika philosophical system, consider the following statements. The correct option is option A, one only. It declares that salvation depends on fully recognizing the atomic nature of the universe and its difference from the soul. It classifies objects strictly under three elements. It is false. Consider the following statements regarding Satvahanas. The correct option is option B, 1 and 2. The Satavahanas started the practice of granting tax privileges to Brahmins. The official language of the Satavahanas was Prakrit. They issued mostly coins of gold. It is false. With reference to later Vedic period, which of the following statement is not correct? The correct option is option A. The king went a large standing army. It is false. The society came to be divided into four varnas. The grant of land as sacrificial fee is not well established in later Vedic period. Sacrifice and performing ritual became dominant mode of worshipping to the gods. Consider the following statement with regard to the state of agriculture system in Mauryan period. The correct option is option D, 1, 2 and 3. The Mauryan state provided irrigation facilities and regulated water supplies. The Mauryan state employed slaves in agriculture. To bring the virgin soil under the cultivation, the new peasants were allowed remission in tax and supplied with cattle, seeds, and money. With reference to Gupta period, who among the following were the court scholars, poets of Chandragupta II? The correct option is option B, 2 and 3. Amar Simha Kalidasa, not Ravi Kirti. Consider the following statements regarding Jainism. The correct option is option C, 3 only. It mainly aims to attainment of freedom from worldly bonds. It is correct. Unlike Buddhism, it condemned the Varna system. It is false. It denied existence. It is also false. Consider the following statements regarding the Rig Vedic period. The correct option is option A, one only. Women slaves were prevalent during the Rig Vedic period. Land was well established property during the Rig Vedic age. It is false. Child marriage was widely prevalent during Rig Vedic. It is also false. Sensuous and lyrical. This dance form is a dance of love and passion touching on the divine of the human and sublime and the mundane. It is highly stylized dance and to some extent is based on the classical Natya Shastra and Abhinaya Darpana. The techniques of movement are built around the two basic postures of the chok and the tribhanga. The torso movement is very important and is an unique feature of this dance form. Which of the following dance form is best described by the above passage? The correct option is option C, Odissi. Consider the following statement about satellite internet or space-based internet. The correct option is option A, 1 and 2. Satellites for space-based internet can be put in both low orbit and geostationary orbit. Unlike DTH broadcasting, it is a two-way communication. Starlink is an example of geostationary satellite-based internet. It is false. Consider the following statements with respect to the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 1958. The correct option is option A, 1 only. The act regulates the archaeological excavation and looks into the preservation of sculpture and carvings. According to Amsar Act of 1958, archaeological sites remain any area which contains ruins and relics of historical or archaeological importance which have been in existence for not less than 100 years, 1000 years. The recent amendment to the Act gives state governments the power to extend the area beyond 100 meters around protected area. It is also false. Consider the following statement regarding the Harappan civilization. The correct option is option B, two only. Harappans practice Fallu worship. Harappans worship gods such as Durga Kali, Amba Kali. It is false. Which one of the following philosophical system believes only in materialism? The correct option is option B, Lokayata. In the context of ancient India, the terms bhuktis, vishyas, and vichis often referred to as administrative divisions. With reference to Mansabdari system during the Mughal rule, consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, 2 and 3. Under this system, the Mansabdars were supposed to maintain their own military force. The salaries of the Mansabdars were stated in rupees and paid by assigning them jagirs. It was established by Babar after the victory of Falbara. It is false. The term Startup 20 engagement group is often seen in news in the context of option D, G20. Consider the following statements regarding particularly vulnerable tribal groups (PVTGs). The correct option is option B, 2 and 3. The criteria for identifying PVTG include decline or stagnant population and pre-agricultural level of technology. Kathodi, Jarwas and Korga are examples of PVTGs. On the recommendation of the Dhaza Committee, the government identified most. It is false. With reference to the history of India, the terms Khud Kashta, Pahi Kashta were used for D peasants. Consider the following statement regarding Rudra Daman 1. The correct option is option B, 1 and 2. He took measures to improve the Sudarsana Lake in semi-arid zone of Kathiawar. He issued the first ever long inscription in chaste Sanskrit. It was during his reign that Saint Thomas is said to have come to India for propagation of Christianity. It is false. Consider the following pairs. The correct option D, 1, 2, 3. Vishakadatta, Mudra Rakshasa, correct. Banabhatta, Harishchandra, Bilahana, Vikram Deva Charita. In the context of prehistoric period of India, pit dwellings were mainly associated with. The correct option is option B, Burzahum. Recently, India has called upon G20 countries to adopt multilateral action for faster extradition of fugitive economic offenders. In this context, consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, 2 only. The government of India can confiscate the properties of economic offenders who have left the country. It is correct. The term fugitive economic offender is not identified under any statute in India. It is false. Consider the following statements regarding the legal system during the Gupta period. The correct option is option B, 1, 2, and 3. Civil and criminal laws were clearly defined and demarcated during the period. Laws were based on differences in varnas. Guilds of artisans, merchants were governed by their own laws. Which of the following statements correctly define the term sealed cover jurisprudence? The correct option is option C. It is it is a practice used by the Supreme Court and sometimes lower courts for asking for information from government agencies in sealed envelope that can be accessed by the judges. With reference to different foreign personalities that visited the Mughal Empire, consider the following statements. The correct option is option D, 1 and 2. Antonio Monserrat was a Portuguese priest sent to the Mughal court convert to Akbar Christianity. It is correct. Francois Barnier was the Frenchman who served to physician Prince Darashikoh. It is correct. Sir Thomas Roe was an English diplomat who visited Emperor Shah Jahan's court to obtain trading rights for British company. It is false. With reference to Veerashaiva tradition, consider the following statements. The correct option is option C, 3 only. Veerashaivism did not advocate for the worship of idols. The tradition believes that every devotee has to go through multiple cycles of rebirth before he is united with the Lord. It is false. His founder Baswana was the contemporaries of Sufis and Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia. It is false. In the context of medieval India, Karachi expedition was launched during Karchil expedition war during which of the following rulers? The correct option is option A, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. 6. Phonetics, Kalpa, ritual, Vyakarana, grammar, Nirukta, etymology. Chanda, Matrix, and Jyotisha astronomy are classified under which of the following? The correct option is option A, Vedangas. Consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, two only. Sarvavarman, a scholar of great repute, composed the grammar of Kantantra. Ashtadhyayi was written by Patanjali. Hala wrote a great poetic work, Gathaspati, in Sanskrit. The sixth assessment report, AR6, sometimes seen in the news, is published by. The correct option is option A, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. Which of the following are the features of the Nagara style of temple architecture? The correct option is option A, 1 and 3. An entire temple is built on a stone platform. The Garbhagriha is located under the smallest tower. The temples have elaborate boundary walls. It is false. Large water reservoir is present in the temple complex. It is also false. Consider the following statement with regard to traditional theatre from Bhavai. The correct option is option C, 1 and 3 only. The centers of this form are Kutch and Kathiawar. There is a rare synthesis of devotional and romantic sentiments in this form. Only tabla and flutes are used for musical. It is false. With the breakup of the Gujarat Pratyahara Empire, a number of Rajput states came into existence in North India. Which of the following are Rajput dynasties? The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Garhwal of Kannauj, Parmar of Malwa, Chauhans of Ajmer, Kalachuris, Chandala of Bundelkhand. Muzarains during the medieval period of Indian history were generally tenant farmers. Which of the following rulers is credited to be the founder of Rashtrakuta dynasty? Option 38A, Danti Durga. In the context of ancient history of India, Sammaharta refers to the B, tax assessment officer. Akbar divided the empire into 12 provinces called Subas in 1580. With reference to this, which of the following officers were appointed by Akbar at the provincial level? The correct option is option C, 2 and 4. Bakshi and Wakia Navis, not Faujidar, not Amalguzar. With reference to the Gol Gumbad of Bijapur, consider the following statements. The correct option is option A, 1 only. It is mausoleum of Muhammad Adil Shah. The monument lacks walls and both. It is false. Consider the following statements regarding Project Ellora. The correct option is option A. It is fall initiative of Ministry of Culture. It aims to bring rare in to preserve them. Yes. In the context of Mahajanpadas of ancient India, which of the following factors were mainly responsible for the rise of Magadha? The correct option is option A, 1 and 2. Availability of iron mines, use of elephants in the military, orthodox character of Magadhan society. It is false. With reference to the cultural history of India, arabesque was a form of artistic decoration. Which one of the following ancient works is not written by Kalidasa? The correct option is option C. Sisu Palvadam was not written by Kalidasa. Kumara Sambhavam written by Kalidasa. Vikrama Versiyam written by Kalidasa. Abhigyana Shakuntalam written by Kalidasa. Consider the following statements regarding Rigvedic period. The correct option is option B, 1 and 3 only. King's post was generally hereditary. The Rig Veda does not mention any officer for administering justice. The assemblies Vidhata and Gana were the most important from political point of view. It is false. Which of the following is not musical form of Carnatic music? The correct option is option D. It is not Khayal. It is Pada. Correct. Swar Jati Geetam. It is correct. The art form deals with themes that narrates the social lifestyle and activities of village life in Maharashtra region. Spiral formations of men and women and concentric circular designs in those paintings are symbolic of the Tarpa dance. They simply paint on mud and cow dung based on surface coated with geru first and then rice paste of the color white. Salati grass or bamboo sticks are used in place of brush for painting. The correct option option is D. Worley painting. Consider the following pairs. The correct option is option C. 2, 3, 4. Madhubani painting Bihar. Pattachitra painting Odisha. Pichavai painting Rajasthan. Chirali scroll painting Kerala. It is wrong. Recently, Salal Haimana area was reported to have huge resources of lithium. It is located in which of the following regions of India? The correct option is option D, Jammu and Kashmir. Consider the following statements with reference to Vijayanagar Empire. The correct option is option A, one only. The empire was founded by Harihara and Bukka. The extent of the empire was limited to modern day Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh only. It is false. The rulers of the empire had friendly ties with the Sultan of Madura. It is false. Consider the following statements with respect to organ on a chip technology. The correct option is option A, 1 and 3 only. It is an integrated circuit that stimulates the activity response of the. It can be used to replace animals for the testing of drugs. It is correct. Entire Ashwin does not contain humans. It is false. Krishnattam and Muddiyettu are theatres associated with which of the following states? The correct option is option A, Kerala. Consider the following statement about the Yellowstone National Park. The correct option is option B, 2. It is situated east of Mississippi River. It is grizzly bears and wolves. It is false. It is considered the first national park in the world. It is also false. With reference to the Mughal rule in India, consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, 1 and 2. The first Mughal invasion of Deccan happened during the reign of Akbar. The rebellion of Mahabad Khan, which led to arrest of the Mughal emperor, occurred during the reign of Jahangir. It is also correct. The Nizam Shah state of Ahmednagar came to an end during the rule of Aurangzeb. It is false. Mauryans in ancient India controlled numerous economic activities through an elaborate economic administration. In this context, in which of the following areas did the state maintain a monopoly? The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3. Mining, sale of liquor, manufacture of arms. In the context of ancient history, Buddha Charita and Saunandra Charita were written by option B, Ashwaghosha. Consider the following statement regarding the primary agriculture cooperative credit societies. The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3. They provide short-term and medium-term agriculture loan to the farmer for various agriculture and farming. They constitute the lowest tier of the three tiers, including state cooperative banks and district central cooperative bank. They are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. It is correct. All three are correct. With reference to the history of medieval India, the terms uluk and dawa refers to the types of C. It is a postal systems. Consider the following statements. The correct option is option C, 3 only. The Gupta bronze sculptures were portable and carried by monks to different regions. It is correct. The lost flat technique of sculpture making was introduced in India by the Cholas in 1st century. It is false. Wakataka bronze image showed the influence of Mathura style. It is also false. Arrange the following architectural features chronologically. The correct option is option C, 1342. Virupaksha temple of Padatkal, Lakshma temple of Khajuraho, Sun temple at Modhera, and Sun temple at Konar. It is a classical dance form pertaining to Tamil Nadu in southern India. It has grown out of the art of dancers dedicated to temples and it was earlier known as Sadir or Dasiyattam. It is the first of India's traditional dances to be refashioned as theatre art and to be exhibited widely both at home and abroad. The correct option is option A, Bharatanatyam. Women Business and the Law 2023 report is released by. The correct option is option C, World Bank. His teachings were based on Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavad Purana. He emphasized the need for Nam Kirtan, the recitation of the names of the Lord in the congregations of pious devotees. He encouraged the establishment of satra or monasteries for the transmission of spiritual knowledge and namghar or prayer halls. His Major composition include the Kirtana Ghosha. Among the following Bhakti saints in described is the paragraph given below. The correct option is option D, Shankaradev. He was a Turkish adventurer who is believed to have risen in the service of Brahmana. He was the founder of Brahmani Empire. Which of the following personages has been referred in the given passage? The correct option is 65, B, Hassan Gangu. The Tungabhadra Doab is a region between the Tungabhadra and Krishna rivers. In this context, which of the following empire dynasty controlled the Tungabhadra Doab in various periods of time? The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3. Western Chalukyas, Hoysalas, and Rashtrakutas. Consider the following statement regarding the Ajanta and Ellora caves. The correct option is option A, 1 only. While the Ajanta caves have double-storied caves, the Ellora caves have unique three-storied cave. While the images of Padmapani and Vajrapani are present in Ajanta caves, they are present in Ellora caves. It is false. With reference to the Maratha administration under King Shivaji, consider the following pairs. The correct option is option B, 2 only. Dabir, Foreign Affairs. Peshwa, Commander-in-Chief, it is false. Mirazar, Lose Luxury, it is false. With reference to Firoz Shah Tughlaq, consider the following statements. The correct option is option D, 3 and 4. He extended the principle of heredity to army. During his reign, jizya became a separate tax. He introduced bronze token currency, it is false. He transferred the capital from Delhi to Devgir, it is also false. Consider the following pairs. All three pairs are correct. Chola, Sengutuvan, Chera, Karikela, Chalukyas of Badami, Pulakeshin II. Which of the following statement is not true regarding the Kuchipudi dance form? 71. The correct option is option D. Rukmini Devi Arundale was a prominent Indian dancer who patronized this dance form. It is false. A Kuchipudi recital is usually concluded with Tarangam. It is correct. Initially, male only performed the dance, but now female Kuchipudi dancers also participate. It is correct. It is given as a product of Bhakti movement in Andhra Pradesh. It is also correct. With reference to Treaty of Purandar, consider the following statements. The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3. It was concluded between Maratha king and Shivaji Raja Jai Singh of Amber. As per the provisions of the treaty, Marathas surrendered more than half of the force to the Mughal. The treaty granted portion to Bijapur territory in Balaghat to the Marathas. It is also correct. With reference to the Maratha kingdom, consider the following statements. The correct option is option A, 1 only. Chauth was a levy imposed on the territory not directly controlled by the Marathas. Sadeshmukh was 25% levy imposed on the peasants on the matter. It is also false. The first one is correct. Consider the following statement regarding the Udaygiri Khandagiri caves. The correct option is option B, 2 only. According to the inscription, the caves were meant for Jain monks. It is correct. The caves have inscriptions of the Pala kings. It is false. Which of the following is a campaign initiated by UNICEF in Rajasthan which aims to cover tankas, the traditional rainwater harvesting system, in order to reduce the incidence of suicides in the states? The correct option is option B, Anmol Jeevan Abhiyan. Consider the following statement regarding the Gupta period. The correct option option C, both 1 and 2. Chandalas appeared for the first time during this period. The caste proliferated into numerous subcastes during this period is also correct. Consider the following statement regarding the reign of Emperor Harshavardhana. The correct option is option C, 1 and 3. He made the Kannauj the seat of his power. As the Huansang law and order was not militant during his reign. Land grants to priests was stopped during this. It is false. Consider the following. This school of philosophy name literally means the art of reasoning and interpretation. It provided reasoning for various Vedic ritual and attainment of salvation was made dependent on their performance. According to this school, the Vedas contain the eternal truth. The principal object of this philosophy was to acquire heaven and salvation. In order to attain salvation, this school strongly recommended the performance of Vedic sacrifice, which needed the service of the priest and legitimized the social distance between various varnas. Which of the following schools of philosophy is being described in the passage? The correct option is option B, Mimamsa. Consider the following statement with reference to the market control and agrarian policy of Alauddin. The correct option option C, 1 and 3. He fixed the cost of wide range of commodities. He set up warehouses to stock food grains to supply during shortfalls. It is also He set up common market for all commodities. Which of the following best describe the term windfall tax? Correct. The correct option is option A. It is a tax levied unforeseen or unexpectedly large profit. With reference to Ulugh Khan or Balban, consider the following statements. 81's option D. None of it is. It is the Chalagani system from he began an era of decentralized government for the first time. He was the first who set up a separate ARIS department in India. Mishti scheme has been launched in Union Budget 2023 for mangrove plantations along with coastlines. In this context, consider the following statements. The option is A, one only. Mishti will be implemented through convergence between Manregs and Campa. The state of Odisha alone has about 40% of India's mangroves. It is false. With reference to Indian history, the term Agrahara refers to. The option is B, land grants to Brahmins by royal patronage. It is correct. With reference to medieval India, which of the following foreign travelers visited the Vijayanagar Empire? The correct option is option D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Farano Nunes, Niccolo di Conti, Abdul Razak, Ibn Battuta. All of them are correct. With reference to Dahasala system during the Mughal rule, consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, 2. Under the system, the produce was equally divided between peasants and the state after it has been thrashed or had been cut and tied into stacks. It is false. It was modified version of Zapti system of land revenue. It is correct. In the context of trade in post-Mauryan period, which of the following famous ports are located on the eastern coast of India? The correct option is option D, 3 and 4. Tamralipti and Arikamidu. Sopara is false. Broch is false. Alexander invaded India during the reign of which of the following dynasties? The correct option is option C, Nanda. Consider the following pairs. The correct option is option C. Only three pairs are correct. Dashavatar is form of Konkan and Goa regions. It is correct. Kudiyattam, one of the forms of Kerala. It is also correct. Yakshagana, Yakshagana is of Karnataka. It is Yakshagana of Karnataka. And Thirukutu is most popular drama in Tamil Nadu. It is correct. Consider the following pairs. The correct option is option B, 2, 3, 4. Chakri, Kashmir, Dakshathiya, Odisha, and Pandavani, Chhattisgarh. These are correct. Loti, Andhra Pradesh, it is wrong. It is a category of musical instrument in which sound is produced by blowing air into an hollow column. The pitch of the note is determined by controlling the air passage, and the melody is played by using the fingers to open and close in the instrument. Above mention the paragraphs of which of the following category of instruments. The correct option is option B, Sushir Vaidya. With reference to Sufism, consider the following pairs. The correct option is option C, only three pairs. The first one is not correctly matched. Ziyarat, practice of pilgrimage. Khalifa, successor of a Sufi saint. Masnavis, Sufi poems. With reference to the Dharmapala, consider the following statements. The correct option is option B, 2 and 3. He founded Vikramshila University, which became second only to Nalanda. He was involved in conflict with the Pratyahara king Vatsaraja due to claim over the Kannauj region. He was the founder of Pala dynasty. It is false. With reference to Indian history, Rekha Pida, Pidha, Deul, and Khakra are related to temple architecture of Eastern India. With reference to the Tamil literature, consider the following pairs. The correct option is option only one pair is correct. Silapadikaram. The correct is Thirukural Thiruvullar. Only one pair. It is wrong. It is wrong. Consider the following statement regarding the Harappan trade. The correct option is option B. Two only Harappans had trade relations with Afghanistan and Iran. Harappan used punch mark coins in trade. It is false. Consider the following statements regarding the Qutub Minar. The correct option is option A. One only. It is wrong. The construction of the Minar was started by Qutub Minar and completed by Balban. It is false. Alai Darwaza Asri Qutub Minar was constructed by Alauddin. It is correct. Which of the following statements describe the term Chat GPT? The correct option is option D. It is artificial about chatbot developed by OpenAI. The term framework is seen in the news in the context of relations between the correct option is Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The festival is celebrated every year on the full moon of Lambda, February March of the Meitei lunar calendar. It began just after sunset, followed by the burning of the straw hut. Unlike Holi, it is celebrated with a traditional feast. During these 5 days, Manipur comes alive with 14 events during the day and traditional neighbor yoga dance night. The following festival is being described in the passage given below. The correct option A, Yoshang Festival. Consider the following statement about the National Recruitment Agency. All of them are correct. Is a multi-level body that will conduct tests for all non-gadget posts, including Group B and Group C. Correct. It will be registered as society under Society Registration Act 1986, 1860. It will be responsible for conducting the common eligibility test. All three are correct.